Welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be talking about skincare in your 30s. By the time we reach our 30s, our collagen production slows down. We notice that our skin doesn't bounce back like it used to, and it might also start to feel a little bit crepey and dull. So the main thing that is happening is just that our cell renewal is slowing down. Our skin is very intelligent though, so once we give it the ingredient that it needs, it will just go in and remind it on what it used to do. They do say that prevention is better than cure, but it's never too late to start on a skincare regime. The number one product for anti-aging is SPF. Like I mentioned in the last video, sun exposure is the main thing that slows down our collagen production. So even though there's so many products out there that can reverse the signs of aging, SPF is the main one that will prevent it. If you haven't already, now would be a good time to start addressing your pigmentation. So all of that sun exposure that we've had in our 20s will all start to become noticeable on the surface now. So a great way to approach this is to start adding your vitamin C's and your tyrosine inhibitors. So vitamin C comes in many forms. I may have spoke about this in the last video. You can get ascorbic acid powder, you can get serums that are covered in oil. So it's really important that you find one that suits you best. The oil encapsulates the ingredient, which takes it down to where it needs to be to do its job. And then the ascorbic acid is really good for an oily skin or to brighten existing pigment on the surface. It's good for more mature patients. Retinol is key in encouraging the skin to be young. So retinol, or vitamin A, is an ingredient that travels deep into the skin and regulates your collagen, helps to regulate your melanocyte a little bit too, gets your oil doing the right thing. So it just goes in and is like the brain and just gives orders and makes everything do the right thing. So if you're not on a retinol already, get started on one. There's many out there. You can start on a low dose and start every third night. You will eventually go on to every other and then eventually every night. It's not a race though, so take your time. Everybody tolerates it differently. If you have been on a retinol from your 20s, you can up your dose. As we get to our 30s, we actually need to encourage a bit of exfoliation to the skin. As our cells are slowing down, we get left with that crepey, dry feeling on the surface. There's many exfoliators out there. Find one that works best for you. Personally, I like to use a AHA serum at night, and that does the job while I sleep. Not only are you revealing those new cells, those new young cells, but you're also clearing the pathway for all these lovely ingredients to travel deeper. We tend to lose moisture and hydration as we age. Luckily, there's loads of moisturizers out there. Just find one that suits you best. Hydrating serums can make a massive impact on the skin. We've always been told to drink water, which is amazing for our skin. However, sometimes we don't have the time to do it, we forget. And also, when you drink water, it actually goes to the rest of the body before it even reaches your skin. So I have a few patients that are always shocked when I tell them that they're dehydrated because they're quite diligent at drinking water. By giving the skin the hyaluronic acid, that's like giving your skin its own drink of water, and the results can be quite significant. You'll notice that your skin becomes plumper. Actually, a really great way that I describe this is a dry sponge versus a wet sponge. Imagine a dry sponge, you can see the crepes, you can see the holes, open pores, you feel a little bit dry. And then up against a wet sponge that's lovely and bouncy and smoother. Hydrating serum can make such a significant result to the skin. So thanks for listening. I hope you got something out of that. If you've got any other questions or anything you'd like me to cover, just comment and we'll see you next time.